Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a glorious day here in Oxford, North Carolina. It's awfully windy here most of the time. Anyway, this is this weekend's project, which is to complete this here somewhat lowered level preparation for the platform for the biogas digester. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen the hole here, and on the four corners, also two in the middle. And sink a little bit of rebar down there, nice and deep, and wrap a little bit of chicken wire around the rebar, and then fill that hole. Well, not cap the hole, but insert into the hole some of the broken 3-inch PVC pipe that I have, and fill that pipe and the chicken wire and the rebar with cement, such that we have small level caps on which to construct a wooden frame, which will serve as a nice little platform, hopefully a nice permanent platform for the biogas digester. On which it will sit. However, much of this day has been spent already taking advantage of some of the recent pallets that I've received from Merchandise Concepts. They pay me every week to come out and pick up all their pallets, because I got caught picking up their pallets just about once a week for building projects out here, and also burning projects, because pallets make great firewood. Yes. But we get certain pallets out here that seem to be very conducive to the to erecting a more completed form of the boardwalk without me actually having to go over and turn over all the old pallets and construct new timber framing and lay cement pads and all that kind of stuff, which is the vision in my head. But seems like God has a slightly different plan, which is to furnish me with an abundance of these nice sort of finished pallets. Not finished, I mean they're all finished. But these pallets whose structures and stability seems to support the boardwalk very, very well, and I just lay them over top of the existing boardwalk, and it's nice and stable, and there's no holes. Well, of course there are holes, but part of this is going through the misery of denailing all these things, and I'll have to go in and put little screws in each of the cross members of the pallet. And that gets everything nice and stable. So that's what I've been actually doing this morning, because access is key. And a lot of my old boardwalks are, well, they're getting old. So they're getting a fresh coat, if you will. And so they're going to help facilitate. Anyway, I was just finishing up some of that, and then decided, you know what, I need to go dig those holes in the pit and pour the cement first, and then while I'm waiting for the cement to harden and cure, I can be doing work on the pallets, breaking down a lot of the pallets, and then retasking a lot of these good pallets for a fresh coating for the boardwalk. So anyway, hope you're all having a lovely time, and it's a beautiful day out here in Oxford. It's about 60 degrees and it's highly windy, so the temperatures are going to drop another 43 degrees in the next 6 to 8 hours, I believe. So it's going to get chilly again, but that's okay, because I got my camp stove up and running, and the flashing doesn't burn the house down, so that's great. Anyway, for now, enjoy the peace of nature, and I'll try and take some pictures and document as best I can the work, and catch you next time. Well, folks, it doesn't seem to have been the most productive week here out in Oxford, North Carolina, although we had some really beautiful days. I got sidetracked a lot this week, and particularly waiting for cement to cure over in the pit for the greenhouse. And one of the blessings of collecting pallets on a regular basis is we get some of these nice pallets that are excellent for second layers of the boardwalk. Little good uniform reinforcement. Only get them every now and then, but when they come in, it's a good opportunity to go over and remake the surface of the boardwalk, especially since it's not really in a permanent form, I guess. But for the time being, these pallets work very nicely. And the primary purpose this weekend was, of course, to finish out building some platform segments for the biogas digester. So that's the pit I dug last week, although I did spend a good amount of time Friday deepening it slightly, getting a little bit more leveled out, and then spent a good portion of Saturday taking measurements. And so it's 45 inches by 83 inches, and it's going to be 49 inches high. So also running some of the 2-inch pipe that I have, running the septic line through 2-inch pipe that I have, so it stays level and we don't have any turbulence as we're flushing the toilet down the tube as it makes its way over here to the biogas digester. So next week will be another adventure in the realm of digging, or, well, preparation anyway. Not my favorite project, hasn't been all that much fun, but you know, it's all necessary, and a little bit step closer to the ultimate independence that we're truly after here. Oh, good, that's starting to harden. So this ground is really wet, and it of course drains into my holes. But as it dries, the cement will get solid and cured. So by the time I come out here next week, they should be ready for laying some for framing a platform for the digester to sit on. And then I also would very much like to turn my attentions to building the rain gutter garden system for the greenhouse, so that I can begin or initiate the process of growing food. And it's already quite warm in the greenhouse, even when it's 20 degrees outside. It's nice and toasty in here in the daytime. Of course, nighttime's a little bit different. And of course, like everything else around here, it's a dump. But that's what happens, I think, when you are not quite as imaginative as I could be and make use of scrap waste materials. So I guess you can take the trash out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the trash, although that usually applies to people. And another thing I did earlier today was spread out some of these boxes that I had Merchandise Concept save me for a special project, which of course is killing off all the weeds and keeping them dead that grow on my second greenhouse plot here. So of course I don't want to use chemicals or anything like that. I don't want to poison the ground, but I do want to kill off the weeds, and I want to make sure they don't come back. So smothering them is an ideal way of doing so. And I've tried tar paper, I've tried black plastic, I've tried a lot of things, and none of it seems to work. But cardboard boxes should hold up to the test of time, I hope. I'm hoping. So by this time, well, I guess by September, August or September, is when the weeds really start growing around here. Will be a good testament to see how this project works. And of course, I can go in, once we build the greenhouse frame structure, I can always go in and lay carpet upside down, or carpet underlayment, or whatever it is that I scrap up that I can lay over the floor and make it nice and soft and permanent, and well, semi-permanent and functional, without the worry of weeds growing and stuff. No shooting this week, unfortunately, but that's all right. That's determined to happen again. So, but all in all, not tremendously exciting adventures here this weekend or anything. We didn't burn the house down, though we did run the camp stove all weekend. So my tin can flashing system seems to be doing a very good job at not initiating contact with combustible materials and lighting the house on fire. So that's a big plus. Aside from that, I guess that's all I know for this week. It's nice and quiet out here today, so by all means, please enjoy the peace of nature.